Okay, are we there? Hi everybody. I'm so sorry for all the mis- for all the flickering and the no voice, no audio, no nothing. You couldn't hear me. I'm so sorry about that. But we're gonna start all over, basically, just to trying to get it going. So far so good. So just want to let you know, thank you so much for all your patience, for being there. Thank you for letting me know that y'all can hear it, because that's the only way I'll know if y'all can hear me or y'all can't hear me. So I appreciate that. Thank you so much for all that you do and being here with me. So I appreciate it. Just wanted to basically touch base on this isolation that we have going on, and for everything that we do. So thank you so much. Okay, so my topic today is basically to let y'all know that the stress, I was saying earlier, that the stress is really can get to some of us, in regards of not letting us do nothing, not letting us do what we're supposed to, not letting us think or do better for ourselves, not letting us do nothing, basically. So I'm sorry, I keep messing with this because I'm trying to get it correct, but it's not going to happen. So anyway, so thank you so much for being there. But thank you for tuning in with me. Appreciate it. How are you handling the coronavirus isolation? How are we doing there? I know it's hard. I know the stress is overwhelming, the anxiety. But like I was saying earlier, stress doesn't take you anywhere. The stress, it just basically takes time out of your day. It takes a lot of time out of your period. It does. It really does. It can give you a heart attack. It can give you more anxiety. It can give you diabetes, like I was saying earlier. It can make you really sick. There's no point of you even stressing over this. I would suggest that you definitely look at this as an opportunity. Not so much, hi, Senora Castillo, how are you doing? Thank you for watching. I appreciate all the support. Thank you for always being there. Just want to let y'all know, Senora Castillo was one of the first people that actually put out there, declare that I was one day going to grab the mic. And yes, of course, here I am grabbing the mic, grabbing it really good, holding on to it. Not like on my first segment, I kind of dropped the mic, but not this time. So just basically, she declared that I was once going to do this, and I was going to be in front of the cameras, in front of the mic. And thank you so much for declaring that for me, on my behalf. I appreciate it. I knew I was going to do it. I just needed some courage, and thank you for doing that for me, for putting it out there on my stars and my universe. And I'm doing it. Yes, I'm doing it. And if God's willing, I'm going to do it big. So here I go. Thank you so much for watching. We appreciate it. So basically, just to wanted to let y'all know that this is an opportunity for us that we have in front of us. This is not something that it's, oh my God, stress and I can't do nothing. I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to lay around and not do nothing. I'm going to wear my pajamas and do nothing. I'm not going to even brush my hair and do nothing. No. If you want to do that, go ahead. This is an opportunity to do that, because I'm sure that you dress up every day to go to work. I'm sure that you get up every morning and brush your teeth and get ready in 30 minutes, and you rush out the door to get to your job on time. So today, this 24 hours that you have that are actually yours, literally yours. Nobody can take this away. This is your opportunity to make something out of you, to believe in you, to look in the mirror and tell that person in front of you, hey, you got this. And we're going to continue doing this, and we're going to do better, and we're going to learn something today. So go do something. If you have been wanting to read a book for the past 2-3 years and you haven't, read the book. Look up online, look it up on Amazon. I know most of us are suffering from jobs, from not having a job, for unemployment. I totally understand. I totally get it. find you something to do, something positive to come out of this every day. Do something positive for you, for your family, for anybody, for your neighbors. I know there's people out there making masks for the COVID people that are actually out there still working, or for the nurses, or for I know Irma, one of the people that I know, she sells filters. Okay, she's literally sells filters. Her working, her job is not really, it's not producing right now, because she sells filters to people. She goes to houses and demonstrates them. She can go nobody's house right now. What she's doing masks, literally out of cloth. And I know her birthday was 2-3 days ago. So happy birthday, Irma. Thank you for doing that. We appreciate it. So if you have a talent, don't let it go to waste. Don't let it go to that stress, because that stress is basically just sitting there and you're dwelling on it just because you isolated. No, find something to do. Listen to a podcast. If you ever wanted to do a mask, a face mask, a facial mask, go do it. If you always wanted to try the avocado mask, go do the avocado mask. Put it on. I know you might not have the avocados, but do something for you. Go give yourself a manicure, pedicure by yourself. Learn how to do one. Because sometimes we don't, even if we're working and we're working hard for our $3, for our $25 that they charge at the salon, and we wish, oh, I wish I knew how to do a French manicure so nobody can actually, so I don't have to pay $25 and get a refill. What you need to do is just learn this time that you have 24 hours for yourself. Go learn and do that. Learn to do your own nails. Learn to do your own masks. Learn to do a good recipe that you've been wanting to make for your family or even for yourself. Go do that. Because right now you have 24 hours for yourself. If you haven't watched a Netflix series because you don't have the time, because we're always working, because before this coronavirus thing, we worked our butts off. Like I'm still working, and I still work my butt off better. But it's I'm saying, like, before, some of us had 2 jobs, had our regular job, and then had a part-time, and didn't have time to read a book, to even read 3 chapters of a book, even to read a Bible. You don't have time to read a Bible. This time is a time to set your time and do something for you. Do something positive. Instead of dwelling on the negative, or dwelling on, why are we still here? Why aren't these people just staying at home so we can go back to work? Really? Do you really want to go back to work? Because when you go back to work, I give you 6 months, literally 6 months, and you will complain that you wish you had 5 minutes. This 5 minutes that you're wasting on that stress, on that headache, I'm sick of this. I'm tired. We don't have toilet paper. The bills are piling up. You wish you're going to have those 5 minutes, that you could have those 5 minutes back to pick up a book. And you're going to regret. You're going to be going back saying, you know what? Gosh, I was at home 24 hours and I wasn't able to pick up that closet. I wasn't able to clean up the linen closet. And I have some old towels in that linen closet that it's been there for 10 years. Do that. Clean the linen closet. If you already did, go pick a corner in one of your kids' room and clean it. I'm going to tell you something that happened to me. As you see, my office needed to be cleaning, right? Still needs some work. You don't see that side over there, but I have a treadmill in here, so I know it's an office. And anyway, so I decided to clean up this office. I picked a corner, and I found me $25 cash. $25 cash, okay? Then I continued to clean. I found me a gift card for $25 to Olive Garden. Imagine if I had never decided to clean the corner. I would have never found those $50. Now I'm excited for the weekend. I'm so excited for the weekend because I know that come Saturday, I am going to go out to eat. Not really. I'm going to go order it, and we're eating out. Because for the past 2 weeks or 3 weeks that I've been home, I've been cooking. I've been cooking every day. So I know that I thought I had lost my mojo there for cooking, because I was like, I don't know how to cook that. I don't know how to cook that. And I would tell them at work, I don't know how to cook. All I know how to cook is salsa. By the way, I do make good salsa. Good salsa I make. Been the winner of the Collin County for the past, I would say, 4 years. But anyway, so I make good salsa. So when all this coronavirus is out and you want some hot salsa, you let me know. I'll hook you up. I'll hook you up. Believe me, you are going to love my salsa. So anyway, so I've learned, because I used to cook a lot for 20 years. I cooked a lot while my child was at home. And but I quit. When she said I'm going to college, I said, bye recipes. I don't need y'all. I don't need my cooking. Nobody's going to eat it anymore. So sure enough, I retired from cooking. But this coronavirus has actually brought my mojo back of cooking. So I've been cooking for the past 3 weeks. And boy, have I been cooking some good food. I can't mention it because y'all, I'm sorry, y'all, real Mexican food. Frankie can tell you that. Frankie's loving my food. Yeah, he's starting to love his mother-in-law. I'm sure he always loved me, but anyway. So yeah, today I cooked and it came out really good. They really enjoyed it. So I mean, if you've been wanting to do the recipe, this hard recipe, if y'all want the recipe, I'll give you a recipe. I'll tell you something that I did. That's why I'm telling you. I'm telling y'all what y'all need to do, because I've done it, because I have experienced it. Today, I used to do P31. And Carrie Testa, she would not lie. I did P31 for 6 months, and she used to bring all these recipes in, and she would say, "Hey, I tried this, I did that, I cooked this, I actually baked this kind. There's no bake." She brought in this recipe of protein chocolate bars, peanut butter protein chocolate. I think it's called chocolate peanut butter protein bars. They don't need no cooking. They don't need no bacon. They don't need no nothing. All you need is basically peanut butter, honey, oatmeal, the protein, and I think that's it. That's it. There's 4 or 5 ingredients you need. You don't need eggs. You don't need butter. You don't need nothing. That's all you need. Peanut butter and all those 4 ingredients. I can post it later if you need me to. And I did P31 probably about 5 years ago. 5 years ago. And I had the recipe, and it's so easy. And I always told myself, one of these days I'm going to do the recipe. One of these days I'm going to do the recipe. I did it today. It didn't take me about 15 minutes I think it took me longer to pour the ingredients than to actually mix it and get it ready to be cut up. 15 minutes. I did the recipe. It is really good. So I would recommend that if you been wanting to do this recipe in your house, go get the ingredients and do the recipe, because you have the time. You have the time. You don't have time to waste. Right now is not a wasting time. Right now is more to learn, to prepare yourself for whenever all this is over, so you can actually be there, be on the other side whenever all this is over, and we're on the other side of going back to work, going to our routines. Because like I was saying earlier, it's not, we're not going back to our routines. We are going to be different. We are going to think different. We are going to prepare ourselves different. We are going to make ourselves be different, because we're not going back to our routines. I'm not going back to karaoke immediately. I'm not going back to DJing immediately, because more likely once we go back to our regular jobs and go back to our offices, more likely they're going to ask us to not still meet within 200 people, not to meet with 100 people, maybe not even 50 people, not to be around the stores with all these people without a mask. And they're going to ask us, because that's what the government does. That they're just looking out for us. They're making sure that we're staying healthy, and for us, for our family, for our kids, for our grandkids, for our neighbors. So they are doing that. So I know that we're not going to be the same once we go back to work. Therefore, we cannot dwell on the stress, because once they tell us go back to work and you're not able to go back to work because this coronavirus has affected you so much that you still think that you have to stay home, that's really, really devastating. Because you're not going to be able to go back. You're not going to be able to continue. I would suggest just go do something positive. Find something to read. Listen to a podcast. Listen to a facial podcast. Go do a facial. Go do yourself a manicure, pedicure. Go do whatever you need to. Because write something. Write a bio. Write you got to get out of it. You have to tell yourself and get out of it. You cannot stay on under that stress and stay there. You just can't. I beg you not to stay. Because it's not good for you. And it's not going to be good for your family. And it's not good for anybody for you to stay under that stress, especially for you. There are things that we can do to basically move on, to do something positive every day. There's opportunities. If you haven't never watched Tiger King, well, and you see all those commercials and you think it's hideous and you think it's the worst thing ever, it probably is. I'm not gonna sit here and lie and tell you that I've already watched it. I'm like in one less episode, but you need to go watch it. Go watch it. Go do that. Take your mind off that stress. Take your mind off that of the headache. Take your mind off those bills, because tomorrow those bills are gonna be there tomorrow regardless. And if God's willing, you will have a job in about a month or two. But you gotta be healthy, well, and ready to be there. You have to be ready for your family to continue their activities. You have to be ready for those little ones that you have, or for those big ones that you have there. For your husband, you have to be there for your partner. If you're a guy, you have to be there. One of the things I tell you that, if you are the person that you get up early in the morning and you whenever you go to work and you dolled up and you get all ready, maybe you don't have to do that. Maybe you're tired. Do that. Don't get ready. Just stay on your pajamas all day. Just do that for yourself. Don't wear your pajamas all day. Stay in your pajamas. Don't drink coffee. Make yourself a protein shake instead. Because you've been wanting to try protein shake every morning. Try the protein shake every morning. If you want to basically just sit around, because you run around every morning. Every morning you run around with the kids. You make them breakfast. You make them lunch. You make them sandwiches. Just do that. Don't do sandwiches. Just tell them we're eating cereal today. At least for a day. Give yourself a day. Because you deserve that. You deserve to give yourself a day. So just don't do that. Don't give them breakfast. Tell them today we're eating cereal first thing in the morning with orange juice. Maybe not even orange juice, apple juice. Change the menu. Change it. Just do whatever you want. But just don't do everything the same way that you used to. Change your routine so you can feel the difference. So you can learn something. Because your kids maybe don't want maybe they never drink the orange juice and you always gave them orange juice. They maybe never liked bologna sandwiches and you always gave them bologna sandwiches. They probably want ham sandwiches and they probably like bacon and you never gave them bacon because you thought it was pig food and pig meat and you don't want them to eat pig meat. Maybe you want to go vegan this time around. Teach yourself how to be vegan. Teach yourself how to be vegetarian. Because that's an opportunity. You gotta see this as an opportunity, not as a stress moment, not as a negative moment. Why are we here? For a reason. God put us here for a reason. God gave us this trial for a reason. Maybe he got tired of us acting up or not doing something right for ourselves. And he said, you know what? I'm gonna stop the world. I'm going to stop it. I'm going to completely stop. And I'm going to let all these people learn something about them. Learn something about their own selves. So he probably he said, I'm going to do this. And he did. And he's doing it. And he sees that we're learning and we're doing something for ourselves. Therefore, he's stopping the coronavirus for it to spread as much as it did in Italy or in other places, like in Ecuador. Ecuador really got it really bad. So he's stopping it. He's not making it to be major numbers here in the U.S. Yes, there is major numbers. I'm not gonna say they're not. There is, but not 100,000s. Not over, not 10,000, not 20,000, not 30,000, not 50,000 deaths. So he's not making a major. He's seeing that we're learning, that we're doing something for us. And when we do it as helping others, he blesses us. So I would suggest you do something for you, something for your family, something for you kids. Kids normally handle stress different, like I was saying earlier. They tend to misbehave. They react with behavior. And I read that. And I heard it on a podcast as well by a psychiatrist that, just saying this time around, kids handle stress differently. They tend to act up, misbehave, respond rudely, be arrogant, rude, aggressive. And all we do is say, oh, it's the time. He's stressed. He's tired. I'm tired too. I'm not going to listen to him. I'm going to go to my room and lock my door. I don't want him to bother me with his attitude. Well, let's see. If you can turn around and say, let's talk about this. What is it that's bothering you? I know it's isolation, but let's do something together. Tell me something that you've been wanting, that you will like. If someone give you 5 hours out of your day and told you you can do whatever you want for whatever you want, how long it takes, whatever it is, the craziest thing, the best thing, or the ugliest, or whatever you want to do, tell me what you want to do and just do it with them or encourage them to do it. Why? Because it's an opportunity. They are going to learn from that. They're not going to be upset it didn't come out right. That's the whole point. So just learn that. Learn that they need to know that you're there. They need to see you there. They need you to react that they're there. So help them. Help them understand what is going on and help them to see that this is not a negative thing. This is not negative for you not to go to school. This is not negative for you to fail. This is not negative for you to be stressed. This is not negative for you to misbehave. This is not. This is positive. This is a positive thing. Look at it that way. And do something for you. Do something that you know you haven't done and you want to do and you've been wanting to do it for the past decade. Or you kids. He wanted to do the Ninja Warriors thing. He wanted to jump off the bed 3 times because he thought he knew how to reach the ceiling. Help him reach the ceiling. I know you want him jumping off your bed, but right now is an opportunity for him to jump and see that he can, if he wants to, he can hit the ceiling. Don't shut it down. Because there's nothing else for you to do but be positive about it. So do that. I encourage every one of y'all to really look and see what you have around. You have an opportunity. Go outside, kick the ball, play basketball. One of the things that we've done, if you wonder what have I done, Maria actually started TikTok. I did TikTok probably 4 years ago with a friend of mine, Christina Estrada. I'm going to tag you on this, girl. So we did a TikTok back then. Do TikTok. Do one. It takes you out of your comfort zone. But you know what? You learn. You will learn something about you. Go do a TikTok. The easiest. The one you think is hideous or that you don't think you're going to do it. Try it. Try TikTok. And you will see that you learned something that is different. That it took you out of your comfort zone. That it took you out of the stress. That it took you out of the negative moment that you were having. It took you out. completely out for at least 15 seconds, for at least 15 minutes, because you're going to try it 2-3 times. But it's going to take you out of that stress. It's going to last you more than 15 minutes. It's going to last you at least a lifetime. Because you will remember this in 6 months and you will say, I did a TikTok when I was in isolation. I did a TikTok. Go look me up. I was funny. I was hilarious. So go do you a TikTok. Go do you something. Go post a picture of you and not be afraid. Learn something. If you tired of reading, get you an audiobook. Go to YouTube. Go to Amazon. Amazon gives free books. I tell you from experience. Audio, free books. You don't want to read it? Fine. Clean your cabinet out. Those lids that don't have a pair to a plastic container. While you listening to a podcast, to a audio or a podcast. I listen to podcasts a lot. So listen to a podcast. Listen to good music. You always wanted to know what those lyrics were? Look them up. YouTube. And see what they say. Read the song out loud. For God's sake, for the first time in your life. If you haven't done it. You too afraid? Don't be afraid. You're not going to do it you're not going to do it forever. It's not like you're going to do what I do. You're not going to go karaoke. Maybe you do. Maybe you call me up and say, hey, Laura, I want to do some karaoke. I'll do it for you. I'll do some karaoke for you. I'll go hook you up the music and you can sing. I'll do that. Why not? So just go and learn something. Like I said, if you, that cabinet that has a lot of lids with different containers, you want to straighten it up, you can. Do that. I don't think you'll find money in there like I found mine in my corner, but you never know. You never know. Maybe that drawer, that knick-knack drawer that I have one. Oh my God, I got to go through that. And I know there's money there. I know there's a lot of quarters. There's a lot of quarters, a lot of pennies, a lot of dimes, a lot of nickels. I know there's money in that drawer because I always drop money in there. So from washing clothes, I don't think there's dollars, but I know there's quarters and there's dimes. And I love quarters and dimes. I love collections. I collect something. So collect coins. So, you don't think I'm going to do that? I'm going to do that. You should do the same. You never know what you find in there. You might find a picture of yourself, like I did, from whenever you were 13. Lord, you will crack up like I did with that picture and laugh and say, my goodness, what was I thinking? But you know what? You did something. You did something rather than dwell in that stress, rather than being all worried about those bills. That's better than just sitting and watching a TV channel that you don't even want to watch. Netflix has documentaries of all kinds and sorts of documentaries. Go do that. Go learn something about some animal. Learn something how animals are made, how tigers, I don't know if you know or you don't know. I don't know. But go watch a documentary. Learn something about another country. There's many out there. There's many documentaries you can watch. And illustrate yourself. Learn something. Because what you want to do is you want to come out of this smarter than what you went in. You don't want to stay the same. I'm sure you don't. I'm sure you don't want to waste your time on all the stress and you don't know what to do. That's what I'm here for. To tell you that you have to go find something to do because you want to come out stronger than what you went in. And healthier and better, a better family. Maybe this is the time that you need to gather with your family and make it stronger. Teach them about your past. Teach them about the hardships you had with your family because they don't know. Maria learned something 2 days ago about us, about how her dad and I really met. She heard the story here and there. She heard bits and pieces from here and there. But she literally came up with this idea saying, you know what? We're going to read this book and I'm going to read this chapter and read this and y'all going to answer the questions. Yeah, I first was like, what does she want us to do now? But I said, you know what? She was like, when do you want to do it? Do you want to schedule it? And I'm like, you know what? We're not doing nothing right now. Just go ahead and do it. And she was like, sure? I was like, yeah, go ahead and read it. So she read it. And the question was, I think it's about marriage. It's about couples, getting to know you more as a marriage couple or something like that. And one of the questions was, how did y'all really meet? Who initiated the how do you know she was a one? How do you know he was a one? So those questions, to answer those, it was awesome. And we had the TV on mute, and they answered it as well as a couple. They answered it. We got to know how they actually got to know each other, how they actually got to meet. How was their first date? How was our first date? They got to hear our story. And of course I can talk, and you can see I can talk. So I was into detail with my story because I wanted her to know how her dad and I met. And of course, Louis put his 2 cents in there. His 2 cents. No, he really did. He did good. He actually did say how we met, how he remembered what I was wearing. He remembers what I was wearing. I don't remember what I was wearing, but he remembers what I was wearing, which there was hilarious because I have a pretty good memory. But he remembers he described what I was wearing, and it was awesome. So do that. Find questions on the internet and what to ask your kid. There's some games on Facebook that you can actually, there's one going on right now that if you ask Facebook about COVID-19, who you roommate with COVID-19, sorry, the coronavirus. And it's hilarious because you ask the questions and Facebook chooses the names, or you answer the questions and Facebook answers and something like that. So go look up a game and do it with your kids. Do it with your spouse. Or if you're just alone, just go clean out a drawer. Clean out, I'm sure there you have one box in your life that you hold on to forever. Go dig it out. Look through those old letters. Through all those old letters from 1990, from 2000. I'm not going to say 1990. I'm going to say 2000. Because Monica's watching. So, so go dig up those letters from your old friends. Go look up a yearbook and laugh. Laugh, because that's what you need. You need a laughter. And that will give you a good laugh. Well, that's all for tonight, folks. I want to leave y'all with that. I want to leave y'all with one good thing. I hope I did. I hope I did something good. And I hope I left y'all with one good thing. And one thing that I want to remind you of is that you can break a habit in 21 days. And you can also make a habit in 7 days. So if you do something for 7 days straight, over and over and over and over and over, you will pick up a habit. So make it a good habit. If you have a bad habit of stressing over anything and nothing, learn in 21 days how to get rid of it. Look up how to get rid of it. I can only tell you so much. I can only tell you what you need to do, what I think you should do. What has worked for me. What has worked for me, it's music, motivation talks, a lot of motivation talks. How to prepare myself for a business. How to learn to be better. Read the word. Read the scripture. Find a guidance that can help you to be better. Because that's what's going to, if that's what's going to take, that's what's going to take. So I would suggest you continue to do better for you. Don't stop. Just because you're isolated and don't have a job and can't make nothing ends meet, I totally understand. I totally get it. Maybe it's the time to realize what makes you ends meet. Not money, not your bills, not your job, but you yourself. As I say, me, myself, and I. You, yourself, and you make ends meet with yourself. So don't stress about it. I know it's hard. Stay healthy. Pray, if that's what you do. Talk to the universe, this is what you do. Ask the energy, the good energy to be with you, the angels to be with you. Ask what you believe in to be with you and to help you go through this. Find something positive to do. Every day is an opportunity. If you wake up tomorrow, it's an opportunity. You woke up today, it's an opportunity. Every day is an opportunity. It's just up to you to make it your opportunity. Okay? So I'm going to leave you with something that I learned not too long ago. And I loved it. I read it. And it's just a small quote that basically it's about how you are nowadays and what you should do nowadays. And it says something like this. It's in Spanish, but I'm going to translate it literally. See if I can get it. Let me see. Okay, it says, if you don't come out of this quarantine with reading a good book, if you don't come out of this with a good habit, if you don't come out of this with a new idea for a business or your business, or if you don't come out of this with more knowledge before you came in, it's not that you didn't have time. It's just you never dedicated the time. So dedicate the time. Dedicate the time to do something better. Dedicate the time to come out better. Okay, so that's the quote. I'm gonna read it again. If you don't come out of this quarantine with the good book that you read, with a good habit, with a good idea for your business, for a new business, or for your business, if you don't come out of this with a better knowledge than what you went in with, it's not that you didn't have time to learn. It's just that you didn't dedicate any time to it. So dedicate time. Okay, dedicate time. Dedicate it a lot. It's an opportunity. Don't think that you're going to go back to work and everything's going to be fine. We still have a long road ahead of us. And I pray and I ask the gods, the energy, the universe, the angels, that it keeps us safe, healthy, and with a good straight mind. God bless. Take care. And here we are. Al ritmo de la raza. It's nothing. I hope it helped. Hope it motivates you. Hope it communicates something. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all the support. For all those that are watching, I didn't get to see all the comments. I know Monica is online. Thank you so much, Monica, for all the support. I know you were in the Spanish. Thank you so much for being there. Senora Angie, one more time. Thank you so much for being there. Thank you for predicting this. I appreciate it. Louis, thank you for always supporting. Thank you for watching. Maria, for watching. Thank you so much for sharing. Share the page. It will also be on YouTube, Al Ritmo de la Raza. Thank you so much again to all my friends. And don't let it stress you. We shall pass. This shall pass. Okay, so have a good one. Take care. Love y'all.